I met a young man a couple days ago. My wife's uncle called me and told me that there was somebody trying to come out here on the river and work on the boats. Um, so I said, hey man, I'm down here in Mobile. You know, tell them to come holler at me. Tell them, I give them the tour of the boat. I let them know the ins and out. Let them talk to a couple of guys on the boat and see, what he really about. Because somebody can tell me all day this young man is this, he's that. No, bring them to me. Let me see. Because as I'm talking to you, I'm reading you. I'm asking you questions, and he ended up calling me. One thing that showed me he was serious. I ended up waking up probably around 7. I wasn't due on watch until 11, but got up around 7 something. Got a text from my wife uncle. He's like, hey, when you get up, hit me up. So I got at him, and he said the young man was so ready. He didn't call him about 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that. He ready. He ready to come to the boat and see what's going on. So that's step one that got me. And he ended up getting the young man on the phone, and I told him where I was at, where he needed to go, and he ended up calling me. And we talked, and then what impressed me the most was the respect. I'm very big on respect. Everything was yes sir. No matter what I said, yes sir. And I appreciate that for one. But when he got here, I wanted to immediately start picking up the vibe. Who is this kid? What is he about? I want to get past what I see. Tell me about yourself. So as we walk to the boat, I'm showing him the wheelhouse, showing him around, just everything, the main things he need to see. But I asked him, how old are you? He said 18. I said, I want to get straight to it. The things that could stop you, slow you down, or stunt your growth. You smoking weed? No, sir. You got a record? No, sir. I said that right there. That's what I need to work with, because I don't put my name on shit behind some bullshit. I don't do that. You got to be on your shit. You got to be respectful, and you got to understand when you come to any job, you need to come correct. And I ain't backing anybody that's got they got a bullshit record. You bullshit. You got a lame ass story. I'm just not doing it. Get somebody else that can relate to you to do it. But if I ain't doing it or have done it, I'm not backing it. It's just simple as that. But I let them know with that, for starters, you don't have no kids. You got a fresh piece of paper. I just use that as a reference. And now that you of age, you got a pen. So make sure what you start writing is not fuck ups, because that shit is permanent. You know what I'm saying? You can grow past your failures, but that shit is still there. When you with your parents, you got a pencil, because they gonna help you clean up most of the shit. You still up under their protection. So some of the stuff you're not even writing. Hell, half the time they writing with you. But when you get a little older, and at 18, you pretty much considered a man. So you got your pen. So make sure you ain't fucking up. But I love the respect that he showed. I told him what he needed to do. Say, hey, when you get back to the crib, go on and fill out that application. And as today, Monday, um, make that phone call. And if you need some backing, let me know what's up, and I'll back you up. But when you get on the boats, however it go, I'm gonna really sit back and watch and check in with him. And if he where he need to be, man, I wanna I wanna give the game, what to watch out for, because there's a lot of roadblocks out here, and I'm different. See, I've seen a lot of guys crash out because you had people that were button pushers. You had people that just thrived off of fucking with people, and they fell into traps. See, I knew if I fuck this up, I'm going back home to what? If I fuck this up, you only got a high school diploma. What are your options? My options were slim. And far as falling, one too many people in position to catch me, shit, they trying to stay afloat. So it's like, and when you're becoming a man like me, I'm not depending on nobody to catch me. God gave me the strength and the wings to fly and soar. So why am I trying to, still act like I ain't got it? No, I wanna be able to carry myself the way I ain't got to worry about depending on nobody, and I don't have to worry about nobody holding it over my head, shit like that. But I want, for any young man that's looking at this, not just coming out on the river or going to the blue water, working on the ships, for any job, stop bullshitting. And say you have fucked up. You know, understand that you have made it challenging. Like that's I don't think people understand that when you do have a record, or if you do fuck up, or if you do have a lot of mistakes on your record in life, or however you want to put it, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging because this is how people gonna see you. This is what they're holding, against you. You know what I'm saying? So try to keep whatever you got going on slim. That's why I thank God that I didn't fit in with a lot of groups growing up. I thank God that I was trying to stand out. I wanted to do the opposite of what I seen. I wanted to be the opposite of the crowd. My grandma called it the road less traveled, and I'm glad I took it. You know, I put it this way: I'm glad that God blocked every door that I tried to go through to force me to go down the road less traveled. I'm not gonna give myself that credit and say I just chose to go down it now, because I tried to do everything everybody else was doing. It just didn't work out. Like I told my grandma on my dad's side when she would try to use me as a reference to tell people, oh, he doing this, he got this, y'all should da da da. And I said, no, I'm only doing what I'm doing because God closed all the other doors to what the hell I wanted to do. I wanted to be over here, it didn't work. I wanted to be with this person, it didn't work. There was a lot of things that didn't work. And at 33, I thank God that they didn't, because it would have stunted my growth. It would have sabotaged who I am today. And I want you young men to understand, or just anybody that can take anything from this video, stop running from hardships. Stop running from shit that's tough. Stop running from shit that's going to challenge you and make you better. Because that's what it is at the end of the day. I call it a strength and conditioning process. When I'm going through shit, that's exactly what the hell it is. Strengthening and conditioning. Right now, I'm in the process of getting back to working out, hitting the weights. I remember when I started in November, this past November. I thought I was just finna hop back in there, just, start pumping that weights. Man, shit, I got that weight on them arms. It was like, uh-oh. Yeah, you forgot. It's been 10 years since you worked out. I had to build myself back up. And I noticed, when it got to the point where I hit a certain period in the workouts, the pain no longer was there. And I was just, pushing through, easing through. And now, everything is working out. I'm back into the groove, It ain't been too long, but by this summer, I'm going to be somewhat close to where I want to be. But the point I'm getting at is stop running from pain. It's going to build you. It's going to strengthen you up. And pain reveals who you are, and it reveals who the hell you got around you. Because when shit get tough, some people gonna scatter. Some people gonna get the hell up out of there. You got some people that they're not finna weather the storm with you. And that's cool, because you need to see that. You need to know that things need to be lopsided so you can see who really gonna stand 10 toes down with you. And everybody's not finna rock with you. So you need God to shake the nest to see who's holding on to the tree to stay in there. You got some people, they will never hold it on. So when it's time to shake that damn tree, a lot of shit finna fall. A lot of people finna fall. And that's what you need. Before, I used to be like, damn, man, I wish. Why? Be thankful that God show you what he show you. Be thankful that people show you who they truly are. I used to be mad when the shit used to get revealed, but it's like, then you pray for God to show you the real. Then you pray for God to, open your eyes so you can see what you need to see, and open your ears so you can hear what you need to hear, so you don't hear no foolishness, so you don't be gullible and somebody tell you this is a great business deal and this is a pile of shit and you fall right into the trap. No, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So I'm thankful that I went through everything I went through. I remember when I was on deck and it would be a mate that was lazy. I remember when he would make me do all the work. See, I would bitch and complain about doing everything, but I'm thankful that I did, because it gives me the compassion to see when somebody else is doing it. It gives me the compassion to understand how somebody else's feels. When you don't have to endure pain, you can't relate to it. So it's easy to say, man, stop bitching, you got it. No, put that weight on your fucking shoulders and see how much you got it. And if you do got it, you know how much of a struggle it was, or how tired you was, how much pain it caused you. It's good to go through. So I embrace pain. I embrace people falling off. I embrace people talking about me. I embrace people doubting me. I embrace it all. I'm thankful that you doubt me, because now you give me the fuel to show you. That way, when I prove you wrong, what is there for you to say? Granted, you got somebody, as soon as you prove what they said you couldn't do, they going to move the finish line again. And now it's some other shit. Then it's going to be, oh, you had a good mama. Oh, you had a good daddy. And I want young men to understand, I normally don't give my information out, but to help somebody, I will. I didn't have a lot of support. And the support I did have, they were still figuring out life. They was going through patches of storms that it's hard to heal somebody when your ass on the operating table too, when you've been cut, when you've been hurt. And I had to learn in life just how to make do with what I got. My grandma calls it look what you got in your hands. Use what God gave you, and God can do the rest. You know what I'm saying? I had to focus on that and focus on that alone. So growing up, there was a lot of things that I had a lot of voids. I had a lot of missing pieces. But that's when I had to lean on God more. That's when I had to understand that, what if God is using this to strengthen me? What if God is using this to show me that I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me? I mean, that's what the word says. But if you got a whole bunch of pieces around you, that lift you up at all times, how do you truly know how strong you are? Sometimes when everything is stripped away, when there's no support, there's nobody clapping for you, there's nobody telling you, hey man, I'm proud of you, will you keep going? And I'm that person that's gonna keep going, because it's not my family that fuels me. They're one of the reasons, but they're not the main reason. Because I understand, I look at life like chess. If anything shifts on the board, you don't always keep all your pawns. You start off with them, but you don't always keep all your pawns. So I had to understand, if this piece move, I still have to value everything else that I have. All the way down to the last pawn or whatever else I got left, I have to value it, because at the end of the day, I got to try to win this game. And if I start falling off because other pieces have fallen off, or whatever the case may be, shit, game over. And now I have mentally fucked myself, where I set myself up for failure, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So I want you young men to understand, if you do come out here to the river, if you do come out here on these boats, come correct. Because you got a person out here, and granted, it's going to be a lot of wheelmen out here, they don't give a damn about helping nobody. They don't. I experienced it, man. I got overlooked. I had people that, man, when I get to the office, they ain't talk to no damn body. I had people, man, you're a good worker, man, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I remember one guy, he said, when I get off the boat, I'm going to go in the office and I'm going to talk to such and such. If I'm a good worker, why the fuck you got to wait till you get to the office? You can holler at them right now. If they were talking about some money, you'll call them right now. If you wanted to get another raise, you would call them right now. You wouldn't wait till you got off the boat. I should have known that was bullshit then, but see, I started out here when I was 20, so I had a naive mindset at the time. There's a lot of shit I didn't understand, but I'm glad that I went through what I went through, because now it shows me how not to pussyfoot around when somebody's in need, how to not drag my feet when another man is doing his job. I always tell people when I sign off on a raise, oh man, thanks, Cap. No, man, you gotta thank me. You did your job, so you put me in position to do my damn job. You thank a motherfucker when you ain't earned it, and then, they just give it to you. And I ain't into that giving shit. I told that young man, you can put as much on your plate that you want as you earn. Ain't nobody giving you shit. Come out here with your mindset. And I asked him, what is your end goal? What do you want to do? He said he want to end up owning a barbershop. 2-3 years, you can make that happen. But also told him, make sure, if you got a little girlfriend, if she can't understand the vision, if she can't understand where you're trying to go, cut that shit off. Because this is the worst place to be when you got problems, because you got nothing but time to think about it, and it's going to weigh on your damn head, it's going to weigh on your heart. There's plenty of times where, hey man, when shit got tough for me in the beginning of my marriage, shit, I was punching walls in the room, screaming at pillows, mad as hell. But when I came out of my room, whatever they was paying me for, that's what I was when I came out. It wasn't, I got problems with my marriage. It wasn't, man, shit going on at home, I'm hurt, I'm feeling this way. No, that's not what the fuck they pay you for. You go home with that shit, or you had your moments in your room, but when you come out that motherfucker, you better be ready. And a lot of people don't understand that. But also, that's what holds a lot of people back. So I wanted to make this video, man, because I want to see these young guys come out here, or anybody of any age, but mainly the young people, come out here with your mind right. Come out here, or any job for that matter, go correct. Don't come up in there half-assing. Don't thinking that somebody owe you something. If you still thinking somebody owe you something, stay your ass at home with your mama. That's the only person that probably need to pay dues because she still apparently she didn't give you enough milk. You know, your ass need to grow up some more. Don't nobody owe you shit. You can get as much as you earn, but ain't nobody giving you nothing. Nobody owes you anything. Come out here ready to work. Come out here ready to be a team player. And like I told him, you know, don't feel like you got to stab somebody in the back to climb the ladder. You ain't got to do that. A motherfucker like me, I'm going to see a hard worker. And I'm going to elevate based off of that. I always tell a motherfucker, you go hard for me, I'll go hard for you. So when I see you busting your ass, when I see you grinding, I see you not complaining, day after day, you making it happen. When it's time to get your raise, shit, ain't gonna be no hesitation with me. Print that paper, let's go. Matter of fact, shit, when I see you working, I'm gonna already have the paper ready. I'm gonna just wait for you to prove to me more. I'm already have the paper ready, signed and everything. All I gotta do is put the current date when you decided that you're gonna prove and show you where you need to be. I'm already that type of Willman where I'm waiting on you. You ain't waiting on me. I'm waiting on you to show up. I'm waiting on you to boss up. I'm waiting on you to go hard every fucking day. And I always tell people life gonna be hard every day, so shit, you might as well go hard every day. Cause one of y'all gotta win. It's gonna be life or it's gonna be you. And I'm determined that it's gonna be me. Cause life gonna kick your ass, it's gonna punch you, it's gonna do this. When they say life be life, and that shit is real. It's not taking no break. It's not giving no mercy. It's applying pressure every day. I like what Deion Sanders said. He said, we don't subscribe to pressure, we apply it. And that's what a lot of people need to be doing nowadays because shit not finna get easy. It's not supposed to get easy. And if you're a man, stop asking for life to get easy. Toughen up, man up, do what the fuck you need to do. And honestly, I'm eager to help these young men that come out here. Anybody that's willing to work, that's gonna be on your shit, that's me, man. I wish I had somebody like me during the time that was, you know, eager to do that. Some of these captains now, man, they make me sick, man. I be looking at them, it's like you got the credentials to help, you got the knowledge to help, and you picking and choosing, you choosing motherfuckers that's gonna fuck up on the first day that you cut them loose. You picking and choosing motherfuckers that's gonna, you know, not effectively lead the crew like they need to, based off of, you know, oh, you know them, your cousin, your nephew, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that. All that family shit, friends. Yeah, you can ask anybody that know me. I'm cool when we off watch, but on watch you better be on your shit. On watch you better know your shit. I ain't with all that clowning, that playing. We can clown with everybody on their shit. But when I start saying silly shit and you fucking up, shit ain't funny to me. And you about to piss me off. And I'm about to get in your ass. You know, because I'm not with that clown shit. You know, like I told the captain a long time ago, he was like, man, you know, sometimes you gotta be relatable with your crew. I told him, hey man, you got plenty of clowns around here. You don't need me to add to the group. I can't lead the crew effectively if I'm clowning with their ass. You need a leader. And for me to be a leader with clowns, I got to stand out. I got to do the opposite. But see, what it was, I was on a boat where, hell, he was intimidated. And it showed. But, you know, that's going to happen. So anyway, I'm just eager to help pass on the torch to anybody that's willing to learn, that's willing to get it, and just hungry, you know. That's the step I'm at in my life, you know, because this year, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I've accomplished everything that I've just about wanted to accomplish. I got a few other things, but they're all material things. Everything else I pretty much accomplished besides retiring my wife. But and I'm working on that. But I don't want to hit a stagnant stage. So my next stage in life, I want to build people. I want to put people in position to win. I want to put young men in the right place. You know what I'm saying? If you got the opportunity, you got the resources, whatever you got to put somebody else in position to win, why not? You know? And that's what I want to do. So to that young man that I seen, hey man, come out here ready to work, and I got you.